take a breath. Feel your heart. Know that you are safe. So I had this message come through today from Spirit. And I get these messages in the morning, like between waking and sleeping. And it was God, love, spirit, whatever you refer to as everything. God is everything, including what you would think of as the devil also. And you can watch one of my videos about the devil. Basically, the devil is just pointing you towards the light and a motivation to move towards the light. And the contrast between light and darkness. Okay, so the message was God, spirit, love is changing the playing field. So be willing to let go of what you think that you know and learn to surf the waves. Okay, that was the message. Okay, so then I also got this message the other day that there's a storm coming, and I don't know what that means, but I was called to get this. The devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." Today I whispered in the devil's ear, "I am the storm." And that just also speaks to God is everything. So even when it looks very bad out there, there's some kind of lesson that is pulling us deeper into love and compassion. That's where you're going, into love and compassion, realizing that you are love. So I also pulled a card from my Divine Beloved Oracle. Divine assistance, I am open to receive. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. Okay. That's another thing that we're being called to do, is open our hearts to love. And when you're feeling scared, it's hard to do that. But when you think that you can make a difference in the world and what's happening, that kind of may be the driving force that shakes you out of your fear and makes you realize what you stand for. Okay, so I also opened to this reading in A Course in Miracles. The maker of the world of gentleness has perfect power to offset the world of violence and hate that seems to stand between you and his gentleness. It is not there in his forgiving eyes, and therefore it need not be there in yours. Sin is the fixed belief perception cannot change. What has been damned is damned and damned forever, being forever unforgivable. If then it is forgiven, sin's perception must have been wrong, and thus is change made possible. The Holy Spirit too sees what he sees as far beyond the chance of change. But on his vision, sin cannot encroach, for sin has been corrected by his sight. And thus it must have been an error, not a sin, for what it claimed could never be has been. Sin is attacked by punishment, and so preserved, but to forgive it is to change its state from error into truth. The Son of God could never sin, but he can wish for what would hurt him, and he has the power to think he can be hurt. What could this be except a misperception of himself? Is this a sin or a mistake, forgivable or not? Does he need help or condemnation? Is it your purpose that he be saved or damned? Forgetting not that what he is to you will make this choice your future. For you make it now, the instant when all time becomes a means to reach a goal. Make then your choice, but recognize that in this choice, the purpose of the world you see is chosen and will be justified. Okay, that's my message.